They were huge. I meant they were huge. What were huge? Which eyes were huge? Not mine, hopefully.
Is now a good time?
Oh, you can refund the Garuda stuff.
How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy
Ashley?
saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria.
No
All the
class.
canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad.
School's
He's
out.
turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please
Mid?
oblige.
Yes, Sai, mid. She looks great though. Certainly not mid.
While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I like mid. She seems quite lovely.
Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air.
Bloody
Bloody
tempest.
tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She
Damn.
Said you were paying.
Little.
And then Clive just walks away. He goes, not my monkeys, not my circus. I'm not dealing with that.
What Mid's plotting.
They're just in every single one. Mid is new? I didn't know mid was new. Okay. This is what you started at. Ah, nice. EU Taylor Swift, stop. Clive is out. Alright, let's talk to mid.
You took your time.
It is bothering
I'm a
me.
busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that can help the people here, and I want to do it.
It's Clive's daughter. Sorry, Sid's daughter.
Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto we'll be staying.
Keep on doing that.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
Quantum, welcome in. Okay, good to know. Thank you,
What do you want
Quantum.
me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
Yes.
For now. I'll let you know if I need anything
For
else.
now. Oh yes, when Mid appears in Final Fantasy games, it's typically as a relative of Sid. To be fair,
Where
she
to start?
um
Materials and tools. Means and Blackthorn.
who did that? They do look quite similar. Dan, yo, thank you for redeeming the fort. Who farted? Does it matter which one first? It seems not. feel like mid might be fodder for death. I don't think so. I mean, if we're following the Game of Thrones script, anyone could be fodder for death. But I don't know. I'm gonna say no. Have you been a gaff machine? You've been a gaff machine lately. What do you mean a gaff machine? Because you said that before the fart played.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Clyde's gonna date her now. No, he's with Jill, you heathen. Sergeant Matrix, welcome in. My man decided to rhyme his daughter with his own name. Sid and Mid. It feels very British, like old-timey British.
Where you got to? Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
Oh, active time law. God, I forgot what active time law was. Jesus, I've not used it in so long. Midadol? Midadol? Midadol. Telemann. Did we know that Sid's surname was Telemann? Just tell me how to pronounce the name. Okay, Mid is her nickname, and they keep on calling her Mid. I would have originally, if I'd not heard that they call her Mid, I would have pronounced it Midadol. Midadol Telemann. But Sidolphus... Midadol sounds strange. It's not how I would have originally said it, but I assume that's how you're meant to say it because they call her Mid. But if someone actually knows how to say it, please tell me. Daughter of Sid, student of engineering at the University of Canva. From a young age, Mid showed the same passion for invention as her father. Her dad was interested in invention and an even greater aptitude. She is as well versed in the secrets of modern and foreign technology as any scholar in the twins and means to put that knowledge to use in service of the hideaway. I think that's right though, yeah. Telemon, yeah. Midadol sounds like, yeah, over the counter. Yeah. Purchased from the pharmacy. Frankly, it will remind me of Midol, which is an actual medicine that you can take from yeah, whatever. Leader of the hideaway, dominant Ramu, warden of thunder. His plan to create a world where bearers and dominants could die on their own terms meant destroying the mother crystals, an act of blasphemy that would see him forever denounced as an outlaw. It was during their mission to fell Drake's head in this year that Sidolphus lost his life to a beast from the beyond, passing the title Sid the Outlaw on to his protege, Clive. I don't remember them ever actually saying her full name once.
You can find everything on there.
This lot. Won't be much of a trader if I could.
Midadol, Sidolphus, Midolphus,
As for
Midadol.
payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you.
I reckon we should look into the etymology of the name. Like, what does Sidolphus mean? Like, Sidolphus breaks up into two different terms, but what does it mean?
I have a commission for you from Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks.
She's building a bloody
And Mid's, no
airship.
doubt.
Sid having a daughter be like, she's
just
mid,
leaves
but
the
she's
carpenter.
not. She's
Let's
gorgeous.
see if Bardolph's available.
Midadol sounds like a Tolkien name. Well, it kind of all sounds a bit Tolkienish, which I assume is sort of the point, but we're not saying it right. I know we're not saying it right. Telemon sounds like a Pokemon telephone. How dare you say that? How blooded dare you?
Lovely frig.
Is she always smoking? I think so. We do see her with a cigarette in hand most of the time. Jill's aged here. I didn't see. I didn't. Oh, my. Where? How the hell did I get that so wrong? Sorry. That's like all the way wrong. Let's go back up. Middle Earth mid. Not bad, not bad. According to Google, Sid and Clive are the same person. I'm confused. Well, because Sid is Clive. Sorry. Clive is... Sid is not Clive, but Clive is Sid. Which, if I'm being honest, frankly, doesn't make a whole lot of sense, except to set up for moments like how we had with Hugo. In my opinion, it is probably one of the weaker story elements, but it might play out really interestingly coming up, and I just don't realize that yet. But I'm kind of like, isn't Sid in Kingdom Hearts? Sid isn't, and frankly, yes, I know for sure Sid is in Kingdom Hearts because it's the only way I actually recognize the name Sid. And he's just a grumpy. He's the guy that you go to make gummy ship upgrades. But I think there's a Sid variant in all of the Kingdom Hearts. Oh, sorry, all of the Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts properties. I fucking love it.
How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph.
That's fair, Gatorade,
Needs
as
looking
it
to
was
build a
mine
workshop
as
in the
well
storeroom,
before
and
this.
she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can.
However,
I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
I see.
Hey, Kel, how's it going?
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella?
No, it has to be
You know,
you.
the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Okay.
Least I could do.
Very well. Swole, finish a game. You haven't finished. Wait, Swole, why did you stop playing? You just did the story stop interesting you, or what's the deal? Yeah, you did tell us both, Swole, that you would quit streaming if you didn't finish it. I think, frankly, you might. Not only did you tell both me and Basic, I think you might have also tweeted that. Not to put pressure on you, but I am fairly certain there is a tweet that exists where you say that. Why is the carpenter hot? Everyone in this game's hot. Everyone. Everyone. And I love it. Clive is the most hot. Clive is the best.
Ah, Clive,
Followed by Jill.
What brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. As far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
It's such a comically large lit pencil. Okay. Off we pop. Find Bernard near the ruins of Cressida. And I can't teleport there. No.
Stay sharp.
You got hooked on Diablo. Are you enjoying Diablo still?
Standards down.
Oh, the Diablo drops were ending. That's right, that's right. Oh, cry. I've gone the wrong way. How was that? Did you notice? Was it a good little bump? Yeah, Square Enix values eye candy religiously. See, you say that, but they really let Mickey Mouse down in Final Fantasy. Oh, sorry, in Kingdom Hearts. Not nearly enough sex appeal on Mickey. It was a real missed opportunity, frankly. Hey, Light, how's it going? By the way, streamer, you look very lovely. Sigh. That is incredibly kind of you to say. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to test actually doing... I'm trying to get better at doing makeup. So there you go. Different eyeshadow today. No? Oh, okay. Well, at least you tried. It's all about testing and learning, isn't it? I desperately need to get more organized. Desperately need to get more organized. I feel like I don't have enough time to do like all the things I want to do, but I know it's because I'm just not using my time efficiently, you know? So I'm trying, chat, I'm trying. Drinking coffee myself, as long as you're also drinking water, because coffee definitely doesn't hydrate. Is streamer username law related to Jaffa Cakes? Oh, I adore Jaffa Cakes. It is not related to Jaffa Cakes, but that is not an indication of my love or lack of for Jaffa Cakes, because I love Jaffa Cakes abundantly. How many times can I say the word Jaffa Cake in a sentence? Donald though. Donald, you mean Goofy. It's all about the sense of humor, guys. Snimito, yo, welcome in.
What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Sure, hit me. What would you like?
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves.
Is it Fall Guys free now?
But
wait, why'd you bring up Fall
Guys?
Guys?
To visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends.
Get rid of all the fiends.
You're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts.
A dab hand? What does that mean?
Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Thoughts on Marmite. I am going to say something so embarrassing. I've not actually ever had Marmite because I have heard about how notoriously awful it is, and so wouldn't you know it, it was just never top of my list of things that I would really want to try. Oh shit, I cocked that up. Whoa, that mortal blow looks awesome though. I do think I'll probably keep these, the thunder, or not thunder, what do you call them? I'm sorry. Obviously we're keeping the fire abilities, like I'm not a heathen. But I reckon we'll keep also these, earth abilities, stone abilities, earth abilities, stone abilities, maybe. Toggle, best boy. What? Isn't Marmite quite salty? It's related to JavaScript. I wish it was. That would be a much cooler story. No, it is not related to coding. It is not related to yummy Jaffa Cakes. It's not related to anything worthwhile. It is because of an embarrassing story. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to let my sisters continuously make fun of me for this. I'm going to use it as a username, and therefore it'll just get so boring they won't want to make fun of me for it. And it worked. I will continuously forget to buy more bloody potions. My word. It's annoying me that I keep on forgetting. Classic. People try it too thick. Because it's quite, it's just that it's super salty, right? I don't think I'm using that nearly close enough to these things. So let's try it right on top of it. I also don't think I'm using that correctly either. I think you use to hold the Titan ability. I think I've just noticed that it's got a bar on it that I'm not holding to its fullest. Now imagine if I'd managed to do the parry whilst doing the stone attack. There we go. Thank you. Goes great with cream cheese. But yeah, fairly salty. You know what I used to eat a lot as a kid? And it was something that my mum used to make. It was, like, what do you call it? It's like really flat, dry pieces of like...
That should do it.
Bread or cracker.
You made short work of that lot.
Cream cheese, sliced ham.
Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
I used to eat that a lot, and then I also used to just like,
the village was abandoned?
when I was really little, walk around with a cucumber. Raw dog and a cucumber like that.
Started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway.
It's cute.
I'll meet you there.
Sounds good. Fall Guys, I saw there was a pinned message. Fall Guys community night, I'm down. We should do that. That's what I mean about being organized. I've been really disorganized. And I feel like I've got all these things that I'm doing, and it's like I've never got enough time to do these other things. But it's like if I were just better organized, I feel like I wouldn't continuously think that way. So that's my mission, okay? Get better organized. And let's do that. That'd be fun. Hey, so I don't know if I said hi, by the way. Java's arch nemesis, who's developer, it's JavaScript. No, it's the person who's had the It's Java Chip Twitter handle since like 2013.
And what can I do for you?
What?
Go on then.
Why? How? Because that's been the great thing about it. It's just a username that most people like wouldn't be interested in having.
You're rubbing me blind.
It is so random. Oh, interesting. But thing is, I really... Oh. Yeah. How many hunts are on the board? You used to do a British versus American snack testing stream. Would love it. I'd actually wanted to do that. So the plan is to actually visit Basic, who I don't know if she's here listening right now or not. So cute. But I wanted to do that. I wanted to visit her, and we actually film like a little side-by-side thing. But the thing is that like I've lived in the US for a little bit, so west of Rhiannon's Ride, Hawk's Cry Cliff, Rhiannon's Ride, west of Rhiannon's Ride, in Rosaria. Okay, well there's one that we know it's by Hawk's Cry Cliff. I mean, am I being silly? Rhiannon's Ride isn't here, right? Oh, Whispering Waters. Riddick something, yeah. Quiet Sands, Silken Lazarus, okay. Yes, you're silly. Why am I silly, Lemon? Rhiannon's Ride. Where is it? Rhiannon's Ride. West of here. So like here? Ah! Let's go to Martha's Rise. Raw dog and a cucumber, yeah. I used to just like walk around. My mum would give me like a bit of a peeled cucumber and she would just let me like hold like a whole cucumber, like not cut up or anything. So I would just walk around biting right into it. My favorite was getting to the lovely fleshy inner part of it. It's so good. I love cucumber. I could just eat it like that all the time. That's just good. I'm waiting for you to book a ticket. I know I actually really need to book a ticket. Basic, I need you to teach me how you become organized. I have no... Well, okay, to be fair, I just moved in. I was like, let me settle moving in. But like, I really need to sort it out. Like, proper. You need to make Java eat terrible things. You're so rude. You know it's against TOS to vom on stream. You know that, right? You want me... I'm trying to have a career where this is the only thing that I do, because for all the lovely new people in who maybe don't know this, I am not yet a full-time content creator, but I am genuinely, albeit I am disorganized, but I'm genuinely working hard and fast to be able to do this full time. So I'm not trying to get banned before my career's even taken off. It said west of this place, right? See, like, does this still count as west? West of Rhiannon's Ride. Elden Ring lore is intense. Most From Software lore is... I mean, the whole thing is sad. It's all so sad. For anyone that doesn't know, we will be doing an Elden Ring, like, Elden Ring-a-palooza on Saturday. And then, good on you, Torgor. And then, leave me alone. There it is. Sunday, we will be starting. I'm pretty sure it's still... This is the thing I'm meant to fight, right? I'm pretty sure it was a Minotaur. But this doesn't seem that epic. I mess it up. Dark Souls 1. We'll be starting that on Sunday. Oh, this can't be it. This is not it. I've got to disengage. Disengage. Ignore it. We need proper, the big one. No. Yeah, wrong one, right? We need a big one. Where is it? Am I far from it? We need an IRL Bucky's reaction video. What the hell is that? Oh my gosh, yeah, the flowchart was insane. Your marker is close to it. Okay, let's go back to where my marker is. What is Bucky's? Why is that genius? I'm so confused. Also, I don't think I've said it, but I do think the mods did it, which makes me happy. If you are not yet following Basic or Swole, please give them both a follow. They are incredibly lovely. And as you can tell, obviously mates of mine. Go to my map. Yeah. The correct one is in the very top left of the map. The very top left. Okay, well, I can't open my map yet. Top left. So maybe like this. which frankly I didn't need to mark, but here we are. See, basic I think provides value to the channel. Oh, horrible. She's horrible. She provides no value whatsoever. Here we go. This is more like it. Secret. Like secrets, but different.
Can't let that thing break free so close to the end. Time to take the bull by the horns. Over here! Let's try.
Such good abilities. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I feel like I can't ever get rid of using the lightning ability because of how much it means to me, you know? It's for my mate. I mean, it's genuinely a good ability, so I see no need or reason or want. Oh, I keep on messing that up. Because I keep on forgetting that it has like a different... I think they both do. There we go, baboom. Now, if only I'd managed to parry it whilst I had the other ability locked on. Okay, limit break does more damage when they're staggered, I reckon. No, I have to hold it. I have to hold it. That's what I'm doing wrong. Sorry, I promise I'm not going to always muck that up. Oh, I have to hold them for both, I think. Okay. Oh, yes, I did it. I think I did it. Okay, and there's no cooldown on that, I don't think. Okay, I'm getting it. Although, I could have sworn the ability that is, the ability that is, the quick recovery, I feel like I'm not doing it right. I'm doing it too close, I think. Okay, there we go. Limit break. I like the variety of builds. Yeah, it's so well done. It's so incredibly well done. I mean, and it all looks fantastic. Come on, up you get. Like, holy shit! How many times can I possibly dodge that? I should probably not focus on using the new abilities just for this fight, because I still need to get better at learning the correct windows and all that good stuff. Good shit. Okay. Alright. Good stuff. I was watching a streamer talking about full-time streaming. She said if you want to grow on Twitch, you need to grow in other places because Twitch makes it hard to find people. No, that's exact. And she's 100% bang on. And thank you. Dan, thank you. No, she's totally bang on. And that's why I'm really happy to see like that the YouTube's grown a lot. There was a period of time where I was doing okay on TikTok, and then it just seems like for the life of me I can't get anything to get any traction there. I don't really know why. Do we remember where on Hawk's Cry Cliff the other thing was? Does anyone remember? Came from YouTube, by the way, so I guess the pipeline is working. Massive welcome in from YouTube. And actually, I should say massive shout out for the people who are inevitably watching this on YouTube at this time. I'm incredibly thrilled that you're here, that you've managed to make your way here, especially because this will be part 13 or 14 of the playthrough. So unless you were very curious how to do a particular fight, odds are that you've stuck around for this entire playthrough, and that means the world to me.
Is it business or pleasure?
And I have to say, I am always so pleasantly surprised, or I'm not even sure what the word is, when I see so many lovely people come in from YouTube and they go, from YouTube into Twitch, and like, oh, I found you on YouTube. Because I think sometimes, whoa, okay, we have to upgrade the sword. I think sometimes there's the kind of idea of like, okay, only certain people want to watch in certain places and whatever. So it's nice when that's kind of not the case. What? Okay.
It last you a good while.
I've got one of those already. Okay. I've got one of those already. What do I need? I need the gelatinous mass and the scarletite. I see. Okay. So we should get these then instead. Yeah.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Okay. All right. Cool. I think we'll probably carry on with the main mission, because I don't see any side mission things. It was just the stuff on the bounty board, and I think the stuff on the bounty board, there's only one left, so we might as well leave it for now. I think just post pics of Goblin, that'll help. Yeah. I give up on myself or whatever, and then people come and stream and they're like, where's the cat? I'm only here for the cat. He is so photogenic. Damn that cat, huh? Yeah, one more left. Okay, we'll leave. Muddy Murderer. We'll leave it and we'll carry on. I think it's this way. How's stream going? It's amazing, Gimmins. I'm having... Well, I don't know. How are you guys enjoying stream? I'm having a great time. I love this game so much. I'm just thrilled to, like, be here hanging out with you guys. Perhaps have had a bevy. And just carry on playing the game. Having a fantastic time. For Java, we always stick around. San, you're such a legend. And frankly, I've not said this. Fuck. Oh, I'm a moron. I've not said this too recently, I don't think. But I am always so incredibly appreciative of all of you. There are so many faces, so many of you that will stick around, whether I'm playing Final Fantasy, Elden Ring, Dark Souls 1, Resident Evil, Zelda, whatever it is. Like, I'm a variety streamer by nature, so I will be always doing a whole bunch of different things, and it means the world to me to have you guys hanging out here and all that stuff. So thank you. It's a very special thing. Hey GDT cat. Yes, cat. And ironically, the Insta will benefit from Grank. Yeah, I'll put more of him on. Bless him. He's got to stop paying rent, huh? Loving it. Good stuff. Stream good. Streamer cool. All that's cool. Sounds good to me. Muddy Murderer gets you that gelatinous mass. Okay. But I need a scarletite as well, which I don't have.
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clyde.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So
I like that she has a similar accent to Sid.
I can't wait.
She looks great. I think she looks lovely. I quite like her. Getting to work, complete. Boombosh sorted. All right. Breath of Earth. Reduces wind up cooldown. Okay. Which again, I'm not sure that might be worthwhile.
Let's see how Jill's faring.
Side quest though. We've got two side quests. So let's do one of them first.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Shush. I need to figure out what abilities I like to use, and then I'll use the upgrade. Like, I'll swap out the talismans. Because I think the other one I've got right now is just like a defense up something. Or no, not defense. Attack up, I think is what it is. Oh, the side mission is in the infirmary. Okay, well, let's do the one that's not that then.
What's everyone whispering about?
Gosh, again, the pacing for the game is fantastic. It's kind of like, I know that you can leave side missions behind and you'll eventually be able to get to them.
Has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
But the way that the story pacing is, it's so relentless. I don't want to like miss out on one. Do you know what I mean?
They could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A cursebreaker managed to release a stolus amid the confusion, but this was days ago.
Rutro Raggy.
They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
Bless.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this.
Likely
The
story.
plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Okay, I'll settle for Dark Souls. Yes, yeah. Does someone say cat? Yes, Mr. Popo. Have you seen my cat? Have you seen Goblin? He's so lovely. I adore him. He's not in the room right now. And I doubt because I've got my door closed since my sister's here. I doubt I'll be able to fetch him, but I've got photos of him on my Instagram. I think he's so pretty. I love him to pieces. And I don't care how cringe that is to say.
Slavers don't even bother with them.
Yeah, chat, shouldn't you get some rest, Java? Hush. Shush, they don't understand. We're on a mission. Yeah, so I think Dark Souls is winning. So yeah, that playthrough's going to start on Sunday. It's my first ever playthrough of Dark Souls. It's my second ever FromSoft game. We just finished Elden Ring, which is my first ever FromSoft game. And that was a 200-hour playthrough. It's a long time. Oh.
Cole.
Indeed, Paragon, I am.
Glad you're in one piece.
Cassori, have a fantastic night's sleep. Thank you so much. Sleep well.
What are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance.
Jesus.
I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
It's
you
fine.
have duties to attend to here.
I'm obviously not scared of goblins. Look at me.
I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Don't thank me just yet.
Do we know what's happened? Because I saw, who was it? Yeah, Paragon wrote the comment about the clothing choice. We don't yet know what's come to pass from that side mission where I told the clothing thing. Because she's obviously not in a different outfit. And I don't know. Okay, so let's hang on. No, stop. I'm trying to learn. You see, that's the one thing that and again, it makes sense. And yet, it makes me annoyed. The fact that you can be obviously hit out of an attack. You don't have, like, immunity as I'm queuing up that attack to use, you know? Shameful. These things do a shocking amount of damage. What I feel like should be little baby enemy types are doing far more damage than I think should be. Okay, so where these would be like probably quite worthwhile upgrading then, so that they have more generosity when it comes to using those the timer for those things, because that's the only reason why. How am I mistiming every single one of those dodges? That's embarrassing.
Thanks, boy.
Hang on, I'm trying to use this thing. There we go, right? I think that's it. No, okay. Too early. Way too early. Ah! The thing is, it's kind of like a bit of an odd... I don't want to risk it. It's a bit an odd button combo to have to hit to do it. So using LB would make you safe from getting knocked out of an ability. Oh, okay. The limit break. So just gotta. I'm not limit breaking enough. I think I'm holding on to it for longer than I think I really need to hold on to it. Because I think you must build up a fair amount quicker than I think you do. Dark Souls will be like at most 1/3 of that. Good. I can't do another 200 hours. I think I'll be exhausted.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others?
I got too scared.
Made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Damn, good
Perhaps.
grief.
But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you...
You came just in time to
You
be
weren't too late
absolutely
then.
useless.
Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
50 or 60 hours for Dark Souls. Good stuff. Okay, good. Good. I need to go back here. Yeah, that was it. It's cool though. I'm fascinated to see what Java's DS build will be. Oh my god. I don't even know what the options are, you know what I mean? I've got no idea.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Chicken? Why are you calling me a chicken? Woo! How's it going? How's the playthrough doing? It's fantastic. A lot of interesting story beats today.
A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left.
Very interesting
If I
story
just
beats.
Waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Calm down.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky.
So self-deprecating, my god.
And then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much
his is well removed, though.
Cole.
Excuse me.
I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use.
That's well said. That was well said.
Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Good shit. Quest complete. Thank you, Sam, by the way. 285 hours into Tears of the Kingdom. I totally believe that. I 100% believe that. Which again, that's sort of the problem. It was like, I can't do Elden Ring is 200 hours, then playing Tears of the Kingdom is 200 hours.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course.
I didn't get potions.
Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves?
In my bedroom?
Right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Okay. Okay, interesting. We are in the room. So I will ask Rodrigue, the physiker.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders,
Rodrigue, excuse me.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it.
You've got it in you,
I'm afraid
mate.
of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand
quite involved.
is a burden. And we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential. And we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose.
Chin up, mate. Keep calm and carry on, as it were.
I know you will.
Trust me, I know.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Okay.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblore like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of...
Sorry, sometimes it's like the dialogue goes on for so long and it's... That last bit wasn't the important part, you know what I mean? Like, we're fine. Gather the herbs. At least, okay, we're doing fetch questy stuff, but it's for like an interesting Purpose. Okay, then we're all here. Potions. Oh shit! I didn't get potions. Fuck. They at least scatter them about a decent-ish amount. Oh, it keeps the same ominous music even if you're not doing main mission stuff. I've been going.
Easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Okay. I've been going to caves. Well, yeah, doing side quests. Well, and to be fair, and that's the tricky thing, right? It's because like, that's the way that I like to play the game.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's
Is to do exactly that. I wouldn't want to go and rush through the main story, which is where the kind of
to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
Okay, well that was shockingly easy and quick, which is where sort of the difficultness lied in the whole in streaming Tears of the Kingdom. And it was frankly, it was a game that I was nervous about for a long time because ages ago, I mean literal years ago, it had come up in chat before about how much I like Breath of the Wild, and people go like, oh, would you do a playthrough of Breath of the Wild stuff? And I was like, yeah, I would, but honestly it also like intimidates me a little bit just because it's such a big game. And it's one of those things where it's like I feel like if you're not doing it in one, you like lose people's interest. You know?
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Curse breakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that.
That's pretty.
I won't falter. Not again.
Okay. But this is my thing still, right? So I understand that the removing the tattoo is quite complicated, right? Because there's blood inside and poison inside, and the poison can seep into the blood and whatnot. So I'm glad we did that side mission and put in answers of questions. But then it does raise the other question. My question from before still stands. You could, in theory, because part of what's bothering me right now is that yes, the tattoo is removed, so it's not the dark mark anymore, but it's still in the exact same like shape and perfect outline. Like it's so clear the people that used to have tattoos and don't anymore. So, bless her. So would it not have been like smarter? Okay, you remove the tattoo, so you remove the bleed option or whatever, and then you just...
If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it.
Yeah. Then you just like burn it into a different shape or
I'll
something.
find a better price than that.
Because it's still the obvious shape.
Better I'll be here.
You know what I mean? That's really better. Yeah, by a little bit. But I've got a lot of money, so it doesn't matter. No, it does not.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
I hate that she says that each time. It pisses me off. No, not that. Not that. Increases limit break generation. No, but I should really probably consider changing that out to something else. Side quests are so good. Oh, the side quests are... One, it's such a shame, and we talked about it a whole bunch. But the side quests start off not good. And then they turn into really good. Which, frankly, what I kind of wish the game had done more was in the beginning, when you're doing side missions that really don't add anything to the story, just don't have them. Just don't include the side missions. So in that way, if you're playing the game and you go, God, main mission, this is awesome. And then you finally get to a side mission, you're going to be compelled to do... I would have thought you'd then be compelled to do it. I don't think you need the, like, conditioning from earlier on in the game to say, like, hey, maybe you should do a side mission, you know? And then carry on. I thought it's podcast start. Yeah, Java wants a bearer tattoo. Totally. No, I just want to date someone with a bearer tattoo. Clive needs to watch some YouTube makeup tutorials. Yeah, seriously, it's terribly done. I think it's more of a symbolic thing. That, honestly, I think it has to be, right? IT Spectre, because you're not fooling anyone. You're definitely not fooling anyone, so it has to be symbolic.
Clive,
that's
where
probably
have
the
you been?
smartest analysis.
I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
Yeah, I kind of would.
Where
Wouldn't
did
you
get
say?
him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
Good thing they
What
checked.
do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Oh,
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
The Fenrir?
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
So then would...
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
Oh, shit.
Right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
You did what now?
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Where? With who? This is a Wendy's. Also, like, come on, guys. What wolf is gonna be, like, jonesing for some, like, peanuts, you know? Come on. That was bizarre. That was a bizarre piece of dialogue. Yes. What is it?
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else.
I like her
promise I'll pay it
outfit.
back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Same.
I look forward to seeing them.
Okay, what you
Now
got?
that that's settled. I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
What's all here? What's all this then? What's all this then? What's actually a really lovely table? Okay, well that's good to know that this is here. The brand has nothing to do with them using magic. Yeah, isn't it just a way of like permanently differentiating who has the ability to use magic, right? Or not?
How's it coming along?
Might as well said his nose is buried in my meat. Frankly, that would have at least made more sense. I think I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not. It's just a long way away. Pistachios. You're naughty. The lot of yours are so naughty.
Lid's moved into the storeroom. Made a workshop out of it.
I probably should have spoken to her once we had built the workshop, and yeah, I was just too eager, too keen. One day I want Goblin to jump up on the chair and stare at us directly. I wish he would. The only reason I was a little bit held behind was because I went to go see him. He is just having a whale of a time in my twin sister's room, and I don't like it. I don't like that he's there. It makes me displeased.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Try your best. Don't give up. Fat load of help you are, Clive.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive.
I don't like
Have
that.
you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Okay. Thank you for the follows. Welcome in, lovely people. Welcome, welcome. I don't like Viv.
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
I fucking love this man. I'm gonna start crying again, dude. God, I can't bear it, dude. I can't bear it. It's so cute. Funkel, yeah, exactly. Twin side, the Holy Empire of Sombrec. The Drip Dome. The seat of the Imperial Court. This is very unlike cheerful uncle.
Government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
With fire
If
and
they're willing to
brimstone.
accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
All that.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us.
That will go over flawlessly, I'm sure.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Massive Liza Aaron, Cersei vibes combined. She is like the combination of those characters. That child.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time.
He's also...
As much as I would enjoy
a bit hands-off right
clash
now.
Between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
You don't like that one bit, do you?
Dion?
Yes, sire.
I'm surprised the father is as unreasonable as he is. A little bit. He could use a hand, yeah. Badumch. Jamie Dion Lannister. Yeah. He's very pretty. What does that mean, I wonder?
Prepare for battle.
Okay.
Sire. Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Damn. And I'm understanding.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall
Damn.
depart at once.
Thank you. I keep on kind of forgetting about the active Time Lord. To be fair, for the most part, we've not actually had to use it because we understand. We're at the point now in the game where we understand who the players are. I understand who the players are. I understand, like, what's happening. It's just for, like, the small bits here and there. Like, we've not... Okay, so the flower's called a wyvern tail. I don't think we've seen a... We've only seen the wyvern tail a couple of times, but no one's, like, explicitly explained to us what it means. So it's, like, helpful to know now. Elegant white flower that's a symbol of the Holy Sombrek Empire. Okay, I think that's all it means. It's just their little symbol. And since we're here, paused here now. Firstborn son and loyal subject of Emperor Sylvester, ruler of the Holy Empire of Sombrek, as well as leader of the Empire's most elite fighting force, the Dragoons. Dion is also the dominant of Bahamut, Warden of Light, and has often been called upon to summon his icon in defense of his own countrymen, most recently in the year of the realm 873 when Odin took to the field against him in the Battle of Belenastor, which is an old battle. It's not obviously this one. Oh, horrible. They've animated that very well. I am correct in thinking that having
Let Gregor forgive you.
Having the dominant summon icons is damaging to them, right? I'm not mistaken in thinking that.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Oh God, no.
So Annabella's tales were true.
He's being manipulated by Annabella. That's terrible. That's terrible. Annabella's doing a fantastic job driving a wedge between Dion and his dad. That's horrible. That's really horrible. In favor of her own son, because she doesn't want... obviously, she wouldn't want Dion involved in the picture.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
She wouldn't want Dion in the picture, of course, because then Dion's the firstborn, so Dion would be the first throne. She's looking out for her own child's interests, which is why she would then want Dion to be gone. But she's obviously very clever about it. I'll go see what the workshop whilst we where is her workshop? No, that's my room. This is all my room stuff. Oh, what the hell is the point of her workshop? It's down here somewhere, isn't it? Miss Workshop isn't on the map yet. It's over where the school kids. Okay. If it's not on the map, then we'll hold off. Okay, I do have a quick question though. Yes, Ubax, that's the fucking spirit. The mission that we're doing, the mission that we're on right now is called Bolts from the Blue. Does anyone know how long of a mission this is? Because my only thought is that this might snowball a fair bit, and I don't know how much longer I'm thinking about streaming. So if anyone has any genius, insight, intel, knowledge, all of the above. Not too long? Okay. If it's not too long, I reckon this will be the last thing we do in today's stream.
My dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wayne.
It's not very well hidden.
He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith.
Is it that outlandish?
Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Oh, God. Look at his face. That was such an odd animation for his face. Vox, how's it going, lovely? This takes you to the next area.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
Indeed.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Okay, let's take a look. See, how's it going, lovely bots? I'm good. Yeah, I'm not bad. I burnt my scalp.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via
So
its
the
unguarded
headset's
coast.
bothering me.
So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat.
Which we knew, I think.
I would stake your life on it.
We knew that because it was someone from Waloed that carried him off. But we don't know why.
So it was the Waloeders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready.
I
need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Chop chop. So now the curious thing about it all, right, is that both the King of Waloed and Hugo were sleeping with Benedicta, and they surely don't know that. Surely. I don't know how invested the king was in sleeping with Benedicta, but Hugo obviously loved her because he said so. Shout out to Hats in the Summertime. I know. I also have like the most embarrassing, and I'm not going to show it, like patch of pale skin where I guess like sun hasn't hit that part of my like scalp yet. I don't know how I managed it.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
I don't think this is a good idea.
I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto,
Why
I'm leaving
wouldn't
you two in charge.
Why wouldn't you want the
count
uncle
on us.
here? Why is Gav so keen for my uncle to not be here? I'm not so sure about this plan, guys, because Sid made it very clear, like, the goal is to destroy the Mother Crystals, and now Clive going on this sort of, like, revenge-ish mission. I don't know. This spells trouble for me, methinks. I hope I'm wrong.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall.
Okay, Leibniz.
Come,
Apparently
let us
not.
away to adventure.
Except Clive. Of course, Clive did not. Good guy, Clive. You know, considering that the fact, like, I don't know how to say this. How do I want to say this? You know how games these days, open world games, which I know this isn't, the maps are so massive. It feels really nice. I'm surprised the map doesn't look that big, and yet there's a lot to explore and tuck into, you know? I'm actually genuinely thoroughly impressed with it. Wolf and Villain, welcome in. Is this game good or not? It is so good. It is genuinely so good. I don't know what games you normally play. Well, obviously, well, it'd be good to know, like, if you feel like sharing, what games do you normally play? But I am so wrapped up in this game. It's got, to me, fantastic story. We kind of, like, rag on it a little bit because there's some things from it that are quite clearly, in my opinion, quite clearly derivative from Game of Thrones. But even still, like, in spite of that, I think it's still really well done. There are so many story beats that I'm not expecting. I think the combat is really satisfying. This is my first Final Fantasy game. I know it's in the title. But for a long time, I'd really avoided the series just because I was like, oh, this is just so, like, above my head and I'm kind of beyond it. And I was like, it's just not going to be for me. And I'm so happy that I've given it a shot because I'm actually just, like, genuinely, thoroughly loving it. Myriad, hey! Thank you for using your Prime Gaming here. 2 months, wowee! Stairs in Assassin's Creed. You're talking about massive, overwhelming maps or something else, Gatorade? I heard this game is like Final Fantasy version of Witcher 3. Is that true? I've not yet played The Witcher 3. It's absolutely on the list, but I would say it's true just based off of the conversations that we've had in chat. And I'd been contemplating playing Witcher 3 after we finished this playthrough, so I'm going to say yes. But please, other people who have played both games, chime in. Just noticed you changed your name. Hoomst. Yeah, Myriad. Thank you. How's it going? Anyway, sorry, thank you. Oh, no. Ah, shit, I didn't read what it said. We're going to the Velcroy Desert, I read. And then other than that, I didn't finish it. Amazing music. Again, doesn't look like a massive map, but it still feels big and expansive. They've done a good amount with it. Yeah, definitely, yeah, Locke's correct. Definitely linear, action-focused.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Thank you so much, Omen, for the Prime Gaming here. 2 months. Welcome in, you absolutely lovely. I'm thrilled. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Such good music. The music in the game is phenomenal as well. It's so incredibly well done. Riddle of the Sands. Okay. Make for the Dalimil Inn. The only thing I missed was reading. I don't think we need that. I think we're all caught up here. Dominant the Icon Titan, Warden of Earth, on learning the identity of the one who slew his beloved Benedicta, he sends his forces to ransack Rosalith. This is all stuff that we had just like caught up with. So I don't feel as guilty not reading
Our
it.
destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins.
Dune. The combat is superficially similar, and that's about it. Superficially similar to what? Sorry. I know I have a mount.
When you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together.
Then let's ride
Accompanying
again.
your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle.
Is that funny, Uncle? I don't think that's that funny.
Fussed over you as you sat in the sand.
You remember that one time you beat your chocobo relentlessly to make sure you could get back quickly. Oh, June. It's good that these people don't seem to care about us.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Is there anything that I can buy here? Is this like a little...
Yes, I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town.
These Final Fantasy 16 slockabos. Karen can outrun these birds, I know. Even the sprinting's not that fast, but like it's okay. It's like a little bit faster than Clive's run speed, which frankly is, well,
There she
maybe
is.
more than a little
The
bit.
Good old Dalimil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press
I
on?
love the uncle. You know, he kind of reminds me of. I don't know if any of you seen that the film, the Mummy films. He reminds me of the brother. Do you know what I mean? Sort of like good on old chap, like.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Ashens, so we know they're from Waloed. Got it.
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
And see, if we know Torgal is really Jill's, how come Torgal is with us all the time? Not that I'm mad about it, but questions. Thank you for the follows. Welcome in, lovely people. Thank you so much for following. Ugh, Clive with the hood up. So good. Comparing Final Fantasy and Witcher. Oh, the similarity is just a bit... The similarity is just a bit of the combat and the fact that it's an over-the-shoulder third-person view. I think the comparison's probably more like, if I had to guess, because I've not played Witcher, just from what I know, like, tertiarily, I think it's probably more like thematically similar. I would assume like in its storytelling, the maturity and like nuance of the storytelling, maybe potential similar themes. I would think that's more where it's closer.
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. And ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Not the chocobo soup. That's horrific. It's like the whole eating Pokemon thing, huh? Yeah, Rachel Weisz's brother. Yeah, exactly. I think it's only very superficially similar to Game of Thrones or any Witcher game. Literally all the mysteries, conspiracies of the game trace back to one big bad guy. That's very unlike Game of Thrones or Witcher. Do you think that's how it is in this one right now, though? That they all trace back to one... I think it's more nuanced than that. A little bit. Wouldn't you know it? It's about time we checked in with Joshua, who is in a bad state.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
It feels so callous when people ask like that.
Your Grace.
You do understand.
You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Joshua's aged really well. I think they've done a really good job aging him up. That's a pretty shot. And also, to be fair to Game of Thrones, they've had like... How many seasons was it? 8? 8 seasons. 8 hours apiece.
Keep watch, they tell us.
Of only
All
storytelling.
I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us.
He is definitely giving whatever the hell Rachel Weisz's brother is in The Mummy. I forget his name. So similar.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Oh god, here we go. Ruh-roh raggy. Maybe it's soup full chocobos, yeah. Huffing copium right with you. Oh, she's gonna hurry him away, get out of trouble. Hey, access all made by chocobos. That, frankly, that's all we can hope for her. Soup full chocobos made by them.
Your Grace.
Made from them.
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Okay. Access. Yeah, by the way, I don't know if I said that. Welcome in. Not the TB. Oh my god, basic. Not TB.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
The very loud whispering all around us. The uncle is a major himbo. Because he's not going to help fight.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
Oh, Clive.
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Can someone just clip that just so I can rewatch it? Oh, so cute. How amazingly camp was that? That was so... Or like... I don't know, maybe camp isn't the right word, but it's that... It gives like old 90s like action film... Yeah, kind of campiness to it, right? In the best way possible. That was so good. You can click just by typing command now. Your gal has improved bots, huh? I've had I keep on mucking that up. Let's say who are you? I've been doing it for a couple years now. Couple year old streamer. He's so cute. Not this massively long talk American to me, my god. Oh, interesting, Myriad. Okay, just read your message.
Your trouble.
Interesting. Again, I've not played Witcher, so I'm only guessing.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
He's great. He's such a good companion. Thank you, Basic, for clipping it.
Now's our chance.
Poor Joshua. Paco, welcome in.
Grace? I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it sucks. 2 ships passing, huh? Oh. Oh. God, I forgot he had the feather. Not him checking the exact room. Maybe this really is going to be like a little Assassin's Creed moment. Do a little bit of parkouring. Someone wrote Assassin's Creed, Clive, in chat. Does he not like strawberries or carrots?
What is it now?
Joshua hates carrots, right?
It's nothing. Let's go.
And I think they set that up ages ago. I think. Am I misremembering that scene? Did that not happen? It must have. For us all to recognize that. They set that up in the demo, right? When he was a young kid. We love a good setup and payoff, guys. Imagine hating carrots, though. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bless him. He knows he was just there. He knows he was just there. I'm so sad. Joshua breathing like me when I forget to have water boiling. I have water boiling on the stove and have to run downstairs to get it.
Now. The royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Oh, bless him. I love him one more time.
You all right, boy?
Are we... Well... Make for Drake's Fang. I sort of feel like this might be a good time to pause for tonight, because we are nearly at 5 hours. Unless there is a more appropriate pausing point, I do think this is probably it. Because Lord knows, and again, I love this about, I start to call it fucking Game of Thrones. I love this about Final Fantasy. But the story can, like, big time snowball, and I don't want to... The trickiest thing is to find the best place to, like, cut it off. I think this is a good stopping time. Okay, fantastic.